Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
All right, fella.
So the Washington State Cougars offense will take the field first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
You gotta hold on to that, bro.
Quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Finds his man. It's Peoples. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
It'll be third and long. Making side adjustments here. Smith dropping to pass. Quick strike complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Washington State has it all working right now. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first time. tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Smith wants to throw. He caught it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Washington State will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got it behind the line. It's Ellison. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Cougars. Great job by the back on the option.
Let's go.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter, and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Washington State 7, Fresno State 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Fresno State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. It's caught downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Martin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man.
Get your head around.
Enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Wants to throw on 1st down. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys,
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Smith dropping to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Tackled there by the defense.
I tell you what, these big body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. Usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Makes the catch on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wazoo! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Makes the quick grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going deep. Brings it in down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Bulldog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Safety. He's in your face, bro. What are you looking at?
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's run out of bounds, but gets the ball across the 50 to the 49. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Smith wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Voorhees. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Washington State.
Let's go.
He got a step and just dusted the field.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Cox. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pressure coming. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rivers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's
turning it on. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
goals of offenses, to get their athletic, fast guys in space and make you tackle them. That's what they do, getting the jet sweep on the perimeter. Nice job getting them to the ground, not giving up a big gain. Most importantly, stopping them just short of the 1st down marker.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. quick completion to the left, looking for the first down.
Let's go.
And
Good
boy, is he
defense.
close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Fresno State will have to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. And after getting up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And those plays are so deflating for defenses. Up front, defensive lines, you really got to control gaps. You got to stay where you're supposed to be and make sure running backs and ball carriers can't break out, can't use their speed, kind of keep them in a cage. They don't do a good job up front. Big run later. Now the defensive coordinator's yelling, screaming, and not nice things either.
And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll pull it on the read. And the ball's out, and they're after it. The offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls back.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Smith dropping to pass. He's got the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Come on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs. Country, they just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
That I gotta say that was so. Yeah.
We have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougar! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Calls it in. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Right on target this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Grabbed behind the line. It's Voorhees. Out across the 30. Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Smith wants to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead. just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is Tom. We open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Touchdown, Washington State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
35. Fresno State, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, it's...
Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. Finds some room. Past the tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
35. Fresno State, 24.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll try the right side. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Rides to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Smith dropping to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth there if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Here comes the option. Creates a little room. There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State ready to go with another first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback keeps it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel. For a whole length of a game.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Defense going all in to stop the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes the grab. It's Cox. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna swing it on second down. Snags it over the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on third. Over the middle, it's Anderson. Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Wants to throw again. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They get to him as he throws.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Pucks it out of the air. Nice move to pick up yardage. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll throw on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move.
Great job by the defense ending this ball game. Don't
Okay,
give
then
me
he got
great
2
job
sacks and a
forcing
fumble
fumble. You
recovery.
already got the lead. You take the ball back with a little bit of time. Nail meat coffin.
Good job, Luke.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this
Good game, fellas.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what...
Ooh, we got Org. That's good. Damn. Ugh. It's about to get sorry, Ducks. But you went my way. The Chrome Gang. All right, White State. Let's keep it going.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer.
All right, Duck, we better get the hell on.
The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found.
Oh, we got to have a shadow cat.
The Cougars offense will have the opening possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile.
Oh, he's got some space.
It's your old squad, Akili.
Looking forward to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush. This quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this the rest of the way.
Smith wants to throw. Got room to work. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Second down, he'll throw it. The throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Peoples. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down, and you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield.
There you go, Woods.
That'll be enough to give Washington State a first down.
I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The screen, he can go.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This time they'll go to the running game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
There you go.
Smith. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Smith dropping to pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Now, fourth down.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Washington State looking to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Hold on to it. There you go.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on
1, 2,
first and
3,
goal.
4, 5, 6.
They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense.
Wow.
Inside the 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense putting points on the board.
Not. That's crazy. I should have just handed it off. But I hit pitch right here, though. Why he didn't engage it? Fuck.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. Spins away. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll operate out of split backs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Smith wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down.
Now, a 4th down.
The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Running wide open down the gut of the field.
Yeah, I guess the defense gonna whoop our ass.
This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it set up on the outside. That one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. He turns that loose down the right side. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
Oh, my God.
Down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Nice move to keep running. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. A great catch and run for 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board
God
here.
damn.
Into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He wants to change this route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He unleashes a long.
Oh, my Lord.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Motion from the back. To throw, it's Mayava. Tight end finds a soft spot. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Oh, yeah, it is over with.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain
This first
is
fucking drive
huge
was
if you
so
want to
good.
make a comeback. Looking to throw. Fires to the end
Oh,
zone.
come on.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Touchdown, Ducks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Washington State lines up quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wazoo!
There you go.
Needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game. And finally, something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half now. In the second half, they need a lot more of this. And they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive. But maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Oh, a fumble would have been sweet.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll leave it with him. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
And the returner will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Pushes ahead for two. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The short hands, it's Johnson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. That's caught. It's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Washington State going quickly.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Washington State has it all working right now. Dropping back, it's Duggar. And then a complete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He tries to take the top off. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
That's a fumble on the play.
Come on.
Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Mayaba. Snagged out of the air. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Offense at an empty set. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Woo.
Yeah, and you just wonder if
That's about all you can do right now. Okay, Weaver. Mm. Boom.
Now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of a shot toward the end zone. Smashes through the tackle. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
That'll do it.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Duggar. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down. First play of the drive.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running.
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Definitely. Got rained out. Silas got Texas Tech. I got Notre Dame.